we escalate down to a further level in what appears to be the caves. It is yet to know if this is the elevator we descend from, or if this is a different employee, not from the present but in the past. We find ourselves in a sub-level which is much different to the rest, as many different threads are among us. A strange blue scanner is found in this shot, which we yet to know is a different hand, as we know we lose the green hand in the third chapter and we need another one. In this shot we find the mountains of corpses that we see in the first trailer and what appears to be a critter scattering down from it. A strange symbol is seen on the wall, which I have no clue what it resembles yet. Go watch my other video if you want me to go in detail to what that could have been. What appears to be opened prison cells can be seen, and a Poe, one of the nightmare critters, being crushed by a paw of a character that we have not seen yet. We see an even bigger cage has been opened. We get our answer right away when we see a woolly creature walking out of its cage, which just doesn't seem to be a good sign at all. We see the symbol again, zoomed in this time, as someone walks up to a desk, which seems to have a screen on it showing an eyeball, where it turns red. The employee looks around, doesn't see anything, until wasn't he adorable? You know what, never mind. What you saw was the new character, Yarnaby. Yarnaby seems to be a woolly creature that we eventually find out is a lion. In today's video we'll be discussing if Yarnaby will actually be the main antagonist of Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, and if he will fit to be in the game. Which we already know the answer, and it is a solid yes. In the security camera, we actually get a closer look at the body. It isn't closer, but we get a good scale of what this character looks like. We can tell it is not that huge, but in size comparison it is. We've had many deaths. Many deaths. One after another. This brings the question, will this character be next? Or will there be more characters next in line amongst him? We are in fact expecting to see a lot more characters to the Poppy Playtime franchise, as Poppy does mention that Catnap is the last threat that the prototype has placed against us, and she is probably wrong, as we know Poppy Playtime will get at least 10 games to its franchise before finally ending. So that brings the question to all of us. What mascots are we going to see in the deeper levels of this game? Now, will this be somehow related to Garden of Banban? Well, I know it's a big stretch. It's not actually related to it. I'm saying the fact that we're going deeper and deeper into the factory, as in the Garden of Banban franchise we are escalating. De-escalating down to the lower levels of the kindergarten, where each level gets even more serious and even more secretive and kept away for no one to know the truth. But if you thought it couldn't get any better, I would tell you that you are wrong. Because from now on, we have been given a official artwork for Yarnaby. Amongst the Monster Dog Day plushie, we have a Coming Soon Yarnaby plush, and from the background, the community has been able to redraw what the Yarnaby looks like as a cutout of what it's going to look like, and it looks amazing. You can really tell it's a lion, and the rainbow mane really makes it stand out. Now, this is official, and let me tell you, I'm really happy with how it looks, and it will really fit amongst all the other mascots in the game. Yes, I did have to mention the Monster Dog Day plushie because look at it, it looks stunning.
But there is still more yet to come to this game, as we do know what characters are going to appear next in the game through leaks and the community gradually decoding and obviously redrawing images, as most of them are distorted, and we all know Chapter 4 is more of an ARG at this point, which I really like the sound of, and I really think it could be a challenge for everyone to look for, if you know what I mean. There is still a lot of secrets in the Chapter 4 ARG that people still haven't actually found yet. So that is something for them to do, something to keep us busy before, Chapter 5. They're also making a Yarnaby t-shirt, so go check that out before it's too late. Anyway, speaking of the new characters, most of them are confirmed. We have about 5 new characters, not including the Nightmare Critters. That is including Yarnaby and the Pianosaurus that people got from a distorted image, which they also managed to redraw into a clear image that looks like this, along with the Nightmare Critters. We also have a character called Doughy the Dough Man on the official trademark website of Mob Entertainment, so we might see a Play-Doh monster in the future. A very bright image was leaked and was traced out to look like a jester, so in the future we might see a jester character. From what all we know, these characters are very random. Maybe the similarities are that they are toys, that Pianosaurus kinda looks like this, or this, and Doughy the Dough Man might represent, Play-Doh. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. But hey, personally, I like what they're doing by referencing other toys that already exist. I'm not sure if that's what they're going for, or it's just they're trying out different things, which I completely understand as well, with the new Nightmare Critters being the opposite of the Smiling Critters for an older audience, which I understand completely. But I don't understand how any of these toys relate. I mean, it doesn't have to matter, but I just don't know what is next for the Poppy Playtime franchise. And don't get me wrong, the past 3 chapters have been amazing, and I doubt this next one's going to be bad. Because, whatever it turns out to be, it's going to be good. And Mob Entertainment knows what they're doing, and are trying out with different things, and I like that. There are also many fan animations of these new characters, and if I'm going to be honest, they're really good for what they are. They're made by the same creator, named Buggy Huggy, And if you enjoy this type of content, then go check out his channel because his animations are really good. Anyways, next we're going to talk about where Yarnaby could come in the lore and what his purpose might have been. So I feel like because we're going now down to deeper levels of the factory, and Poppy did mention the fact that the prototype had placed Catnap for our last resort, basically. He was the final monster that the prototype had placed against us, hoping that he would bring an end to us, except in the end, the prototype helped us. Or did he? We don't know this yet, but Yarnaby and the rest could possibly be controlled by someone different, someone we haven't met before, a mastermind, the real mastermind behind all this. If the prototype is going to get shown as a bigger body, and if he really is Elliot Ludwig, or the Doctor behind the shadows, this might tell us what his bigger body looks like, as Ollie does mention that the shrine was meant to represent the prototype. Or so we think. Maybe these new monsters are being controlled by Harley Sawyer. Maybe he is getting them to like him. Maybe he is training them, teaching them. But until the next teaser trailer comes out, or until the game comes out, we'll never know. So until then, see you for the next video.